Yeah, absolutely. It's funny, say that was, Nico, we were discussing it. And it's, we've only got a very short time, maybe 5 or 6 years with our little kids to really instill these great memories and these great ideals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they remember you when they're 40.
Yeah.
When I was 6, Dad did this, and that's like our duty.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah. I think we're trying to work out that role, my wife and I, who we're going to be. And I think Rachel, knowing me, she's like, you're not just going to be the funny guy all the time, You can't, you got to be serious about it. And, how we're going to play good cop, bad cop. My instinct when it comes to parenting is good manners, straight up. You've got to teach your kids well, to say please, thank you, and be kind and courteous, and to look people in the eye when you're talking to them, and to have good manners as a person. It's kind of a standout quality for me. I could be a bit strict. I could be stricter than my wife because of that sort of ideal, I reckon. But I want to make them laugh. I'm already trying to make baby laugh, just by sticking my tongue out at her. She's imitating me and sticking her tongue out back. But yeah, my dad had a good sense of humour. He was a funny guy. So the sense of humour is important in life. Not to take everything so seriously all the time. And you got to sit back and you got to have a laugh once in a while. I can make my wife laugh, and I know when I get her because it's a good deep laugh. She doesn't bang it on too easily. She'll tell you when it's a good one or a bad one. But no, I'm excited about that, to sort of teach my kids, the fun of life. I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned is just more patience. Being someone who likes routine, as I mentioned, like I'm on the clock, like my show starts at 2 o'clock, I'm ready to go at 2 o'clock. When it's finished at 3, I'm out of there, like I'm done. Patience is a sense of time, and having good timing doesn't come into account with the child. They're on their own clock, man. They're not worried about where you've got to be or what you've got to do. So patience is definitely that big thing that, I have to sit back, and you can't tear out the door on a whim to go and, do something. It takes us an hour to get ready. So I've got my head around that, just not making sure that there's too much in the day. You just do the essential things, because that'll leave your time together, to sort of chill out a little bit. So I don't schedule as much as I used to before having the baby. So yeah, patience is the big thing, Yeah. I think in some respects, being a little bit more away from, my usual environment, I've taken myself away from a few of the distractions that used to get me. So that is in a good way. That's kind of working for me. I think